The first time I visited Taiwan was in September 2016, and I liked it, so I went back there again in July 2017. And then in November 2018 I cycled around it. And during my year in Australia I visited it too in August 2019. I was playing the piano in the Taiwan Youth Hostel. The next song from the similar age, 1920s. It's by a composer called Group Bloom and called Spring Fever. In 2020, I wanted to stay outside of the larger cities and spend my time in the countryside. My first idea was a few weeks on Penghu Island because I've never been there. I wrote to 2 hostels on Workaway if they can accept me, but they told me that they are closed at this time of the year because of the low season. Then I kept searching on Workaway and I had success with one place, the Buddhist monastery next to Kaohsiung called Foguangshan. Let me spend a week there around the Chinese New Year as a volunteer. I wanted to stay in Taiwan until the middle of February before entering mainland China, but I didn't book anything after Foguangshan to keep my schedule flexible. And now, here is how that idea worked out.
AU2EU.
AU2EU.
Before doing all those things, first of all, I go to the good old Taiwan Youth Hostel. See if there is anyone I still know. Hi. Hi. Too early to check in, huh? Hi.
Wow, why are you here?
装不了一点，再坐下来。
它有很多情况是它会翻过来，然后中到之后直接立起来，
这样就可以。
这个算对。3、2、1，
可以，猫主管。
Okay, that was good. And now I take a train to Kaohsiung. Okay, it's not a train, it's a bus. The trains were fully booked. Okay, and there must be a meeting point where they pick me up. they are supposed to pick me up here. So I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting. Fo Guangshan is Taiwan's largest Buddhist monastery, started in 1967, established by Venerable Master Xing Yun. Now it has 3 parts: the original monastery that also has a university and shrines and cemetery and many other stuff, and the Sutra Repository, which is the home of the Institute of Humanistic Buddhism, and the Buddha Museum that opened in 2011. It includes permanent exhibitions and galleries, but most of the people just use it for Instagram photos. Nowadays the organization is present in 173 countries. A few months ago they started to be host on Workaway. For the new year they had almost 40 foreigner volunteers, including me. So New Year Eve happened on Friday night. That was my 3rd day out of 7. And after that the celebration began, and it takes 1 month. And this monastery became very crowded, which is not good. Too many people.
钟声一响，国泰民安，风调雨顺。钟声2响，社会和谐，人民安乐。 钟声3响，行到天下，福满人间。
感谢宝和尚对我们的祝福。现在我们恭送和尚回了，接下来我们来一一请我们的功德主，还有各位护法信徒一起来敲钟。
And the volunteer job that we have to do is really easy. They have drone shows every evening, and our job is to prepare the drones, changing the batteries and put them in order. And then in the evenings at 8:30 they have the drone show. And they also had firework. That was great. Now I'm back in Kaohsiung. Okay, after the Fogwangshan, I still didn't find my next place on workaway, and while I was waiting for replies from the hosts, I had to find ways to kill time. So first I met with my ex-colleague from the Cherry Pack House in Tasmania, who invited me to an all-you-can-eat hotpot restaurant to cure my vegetarianism that I got in the Fogwangshan. Then I had a couchsurfing host in Taichung. It was a music producer guy. One of his rooms was a music studio, so I had the chance to see how to create and mix the songs. And we also played music together with his father. After that I took a bus back to Taipei, and by that time I already knew that I will spend my next 2 weeks in Hualien because the hostel called World Inn accepted me. My job here is to develop their website, by which I mean adding tour guide pages using Wix. It's a nice little hostel, and also a friend of the receptionist is a hairdresser, and he's supposed to be a specialist at English style haircut. I don't know what is English style haircut, but I will have one this afternoon. Anyway, my plan is to stay here until the 14th of February and then I go back to Taipei. And I was going to take a ferry to mainland China. I already have the visa, but they have now this coronavirus, so I'm not sure if I can enter. I can probably enter, but I'm not sure if I can exit. I can cross the border from China to Vietnam. In the worst case, I will skip China and fly to Vietnam straight, but I hope I won't have to do that. We'll see.
Alright, 三军人了。好，来，炮就起炮。音乐翻斗。
And after all these adventures, I'm going back to the good old Taiwan Youth Hostel and see what will happen this time. Hello.
Hello, mate.但是披萨我觉得好像是晚点。要不然先吃放到冷的。好 ，Dinner time。
Finally.
Dinner time。披萨快要把。
但是我就想多摸。我觉得这样比较好一点。
你的温柔，你的可爱，你的美丽，你的风采。
Goodbye.
拜拜，拜拜，好晚哦。
I was planning to take a ferry to mainland China today. I thought that I will start Taiwan with the Taiwan Youth Hostel and finish it with the Taiwan Youth Hostel. And I also got the Chinese visa while I was in Australia, which is valid until the 5th of March. But China has now the coronavirus and they suspended all the ferries from Taiwan until the 6th of March. And also the border between China and Vietnam is still closed, which means going from Taiwan back to Hungary without flying is not really an option. But still I will finish the video now. So goodbye. Last song is also a new song from 2011 from a Canadian composer, and that's the piece that I'm planning to play as the last one. It's called Northern Lights Rain. So I was planning to play 12 songs, and that was number 12, which means we are done. Thank you for sitting here. Goodbye. Oh, yeah, I have a piano album, I forgot to say.